Zepla, have you killed Zekveer in the boss up? No, but I really want to. I have been experimenting with some different classes in Delves, and so I wanted to experiment a bit more with that today. So far, of all of the classes that I've tried in Delves, Prot Warrior just craps over everything else, really. Like, Prot Warrior kind of ruined Delves for me because it's so insanely easy to do Delves, even at high level. Like, I remember smashing through these tier 3 Delves without breaking a sweat on my Warrior. And then on every other spec and class that I've attempted the tier 3 Delves on, I've had a harder time where I had to like actually think about things sometimes. So I feel like when people say it's the tank meta in Delves, they are correct. Now I've done Delves on Preservation Evoker and I can make it through. Definitely, but it's just time, you know, it takes way longer because I'm having to rely on Brann's damage. It's possible, it's doable. I did a bunch on Preservation with Brann as DPS, and then I did Marksman last night on Hunter, and that was fine. But again, there's just nothing feels as ridiculously strong as going in there as a tank. The tank is just busted in Delves. Yes. I feel like if you... Actually, maybe the problem is that I need to level Brann more. I think I do need to do that. I think I need to level Brann more. And I guess the way to do that would be spamming Delves on a tank. That's what I'm saying. You said... I was able to clear a tier 8 Delve with 576 Prot Warrior. That's what I'm saying. Yes, I need to do the level 8. I would love to do the level 8 Delves. Delves are really fun. But I think tanking is the way. I completed tier 5 on my DK tank and it was rough. Oh, really? Is Death Knight harder than other tanks? I don't play Death Knight, so I don't know what the situation is. I had no idea Brann can level all the way up to 60. Okay, so what I heard about Brann is you can only level him to 15 from doing Delves that are like... Okay, let me double check this before I spread misinformation. At a certain point, you need the keys, Bountiful keys, for the Bountiful Delves to level Brann, is what I've heard. Okay, yeah, this is what I've seen on RWow. I found it. Brann can only get experience from Bountiful Delves after level 15. Okay. An exceptionally terrible decision. Okay, so what this means is, let's go to the forums here. At level 15 and higher, Brann can only get XP for seasonal progression from Bountiful Delves, which sucks. We have a hotfix coming that will make this more clear. From 1 to 14, Brann gets XP from all the Delves. Once he's 15, you must complete Bountiful Delves to increase Brann's power in combat. Which is a big poo-poo. That's a huge poo-poo. So you have to spend the keys for him to level after that. But talk about bad. Why can't he just earn XP like he did? Why does it specifically have to be only on Bountiful Delves? That's what I'm saying. Annoying. But that's, this is the news that yeah. You can run Bountiful Delves and not use your key. You'll still get XP for Brann. That's what we're gonna have to do if you're not ready to use the keys yet, which is what I will be doing. My Brann is like level 11, I think, so I'd like to finish leveling him a bit more. Does anyone want to do Delves without rewards anyway, though? Well, you do get vault slots, so that counts for something, maybe. It's not that bad. I did 2 Bountiful and got a level for Brann. The thing is that okay, so the buns say it's not that bad because you get a buttload of XP when you do it. In that case, it's fine. I'm confused about Blizzard's intentions for Delves. They said so many times it's designed to be soloable content, but anything after 8 isn't really the case. Oh, really? I'm playing BM Hunter with Brann healing, and the pet just takes insane damage. What kind of pet are you using, and what level is Brann? And how's your eye level? Because I think your eye level is going to be a factor too. So those are my 3 questions. But I wonder if the balancing might be a bit off too. Oh, another thing. You might need to check your talents, your talent build, because certain builds are going to give you a lot more survivability in a delve. What I've seen on Wowhead is they're posting, you know, raid talent builds, if you don't feel like going through the talents yourself. Raid talent builds, mythic talent builds, and delve builds. So you could copy a delve build and try that. Brann is 16, 17, maybe I'm 591. Whoa! You should be fine then. You should be fine. That sounds like it could be a balancing issue. I think people might be overreacting a little. Season 1 just started. Well, you know what's true about players? Players are really good at noticing problems and pointing out issues. And since this is their first time doing this system, I think it's better that people are being really vocal about all the things that need to be addressed. Because yeah, I've felt just my experience on a tank versus my experience on a DPS has been like night and day. However, like I tried to do some delves on Devastation Evoker, and I don't have as much experience with it as like Hunter or even Mage. And I Googled it, I looked for advice on this, and people were suggesting a lot of things that I just wasn't doing. So I think playstyle adjustments are something that has to be taken into account as well. Like with Devastation Evoker, I need to be kiting a lot more than I was. You know, I can't just be face tanking mobs like I love to do. Maybe it's just a playstyle issue, because with Final Fantasy XIV, I played a lot of deep dungeons that are like, I've soloed a good bit. Like I didn't make it to 200, but I got up to like 170 several times, or 180. And I typically don't like kiting. I've noticed. In those situations, I played warrior because I don't like kiting. I want to tank the mobs. I just want to face tank the mobs. So I feel like maybe it's just this could be a skill issue. Captured Sushi, thank you so much for gifting us sub in the chat. Hey, I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Which class? Well, today I'd like to play, for the raid, I want to do my marksmanship hunter. I think we're going to be doing marksman hunter, yeah. But I want to also have evoker ready. Good on being vocal, but Blizz should watch and wait for a week or 2. Kind of agree, yeah. I soloed tier 8 delves as a healer, and it was honestly fine, mostly focusing on supporting Brann. Yeah, that's what I've noticed with preservation. I struggled so much with preservation at first, until I was like, okay, I don't need to try to solo this. Brann is here, and I need to support Brann. And I gave him the rage-filled idol, which makes him do a lot more damage periodically, and that helped a lot. He can do pretty good damage if you go in as a healer, so. My only problem with healing is that it felt like it took me longer than if I was tanking. It's possible, but I want to blast. I want to optimize this.